Hey,
Chella.
how you doing? Welcome back. Another 15 good minutes. And here with you is yours truly,
You want to
Kurgan
say
out.
it so bad.
along with my co-host.
Shy. Hey y'all. Long time no see.
What's going on?
What's going on?
Hey, what's going
What
on?
is going on? A lot, man. A whole lot is going on. Everybody is
Indeed.
touching everybody.
No, it's chill. Everybody is not touching everybody. I ain't
It
touching
seems like it.
nobody.
It seems like everyone is, and
Keep
it's
my hands to
just
myself.
a lot going on. It's kind of sad, you know. This whole, sexual violence thing that's happening right now, coming to the surface on a lot of people, like Bill Cosby,
Coming to the surface. Well,
rising. Who else? Weinstein. That's how you say his name?
Pretty much Harvey Weinstein. Yeah. Pretty much most of Hollywood.
Yeah. It's like now it's just
The
all.
weirdest one to me though was freaking Kevin Spacey.
Yeah. And now he's not going to be on House of Cards anymore.
You shouldn't be on House
Yeah,
of
I
Cards
know, but
anymore.
that's just like, dang.
But did you hear what he said? I may have
No.
done that to you, and I apologize.
Oh, I did see that. Yeah, I did see that.
You may have put your hands on a boy.
But
That's wrong, Damon.
oh, it was a boy?
It was a male.
I didn't know that.
Oh, you thought the House of Cards character was just the House of Cards?
Oh.
Kevin Spacey just came out recently. Yeah.
I didn't know that. Oh. But
Where you been?
Russell Simmons, he said the same thing pretty much. He said I may have. Or if I did do that, I apologize.
What drug are you on to not remember if you grabbed him by the...
What's his name?
What?
The man up there?
I love Uncle Russ and the Rush card, but
The rush card. No.
he showed signs early on. How old was Kimora when they got together?
She was young. But I think she was of age.
She looked about 12.
No, she was of age, I think. I think she was. Oh, Hollywood.
She was a teenager.
Yeah. She was 18. Can't you be 18, man?
Russ is 70.
He is not 70.
Bruh,
He's
Russell
not.
Simmons is close to 70.
I'm looking this up right now. How old is Russell Simmons?
He was there with Moses.
No. Well, Moses God doggone ain't sure ain't 70.
He was at one point in time.
Russell Simmons' age. He's 60. You added another 10 years.
Well, he looked 70.
No, but like
How old was Kimora? Yeah.
when they got
That's
married,
the real question.
I'll
No, when
find
they
that.
started dating.
I
He
mean, that's
started
what I
courting
meant.
that girl.
I'll find
She had to
out.
get a permission slip signed to go with him. Listen, I feel like all of this, like a lot of the things that are going on is really like a problem within the household.
How so?
I say that because pretty much what happens in this house stays in this house. People, most families, especially within the African American community, you better not go out this door and
Oh,
tell
you
nobody
mean it's
my
like
business.
a taboo thing?
Don't say nothing about it. Like, for real, like, we don't even teach our children. Most people don't teach their children how to actually identify their body.
Yeah. So you're saying that because now all this is surfacing, it opened the door for people who were initially scared to talk about it because growing up they couldn't talk about it, right?
That, as well as what society will say or think about them.
The stigma behind
You know what
it.
I mean? Like,
Yeah.
oh, look what she had on. She had it coming. Nah.
Yeah, so that's my take on it. So like, yeah, sexual violence for me, it is taboo, especially in the Black community. You don't talk about it at all. You don't talk about Uncle so and so touching you.
Everybody just knew not to. Hey,
Not
don't
to go
you
with
sit on
Uncle so-and-so.
Uncle Chester lap. Don't let him play with the kids alone.
So why do you think it is that family business aspect of it where you can't talk? Why?
No one wants to look like they're not normal.
Mm-hmm.
No one wants to look like they have issues or have a problem.
And I also think like too, when you have been touched, you feel like you're unclean or you won't be wanted, right?
Or people will tease you and make fun of you. Yeah, there's a
Or
lot.
going back to it, what did you do to make yourself get raped, or what were you wearing to make yourself get raped?
Folks are unable to identify who they are sexually. Because as a little boy, does a little boy feel like, hey, am I gay now because my
That happened to
uncle
him.
did this to me?
That raises a lot of
Like,
questions.
Yeah.
And it's detrimental because they can't talk about it, so they're just stuck with these questions in their brain and can't express them to anybody. Or if it is expressed in the house, it's like you said, it's just pushed under the rug. Like, oh yeah, no, you'll be okay.
In my house, you touch mine, I'm a kid.
I mean, yeah. But I also think, like, growing up, there were a lot of things that probably shouldn't have been done, like, or raising a child. So, like, I don't know about you, but in your family, they make you hug the relatives. Like, you better go hug auntie, blah, blah, blah. And if a kid don't want to hug her, I think a kid could say, no, I really don't want to hug that family member. Or, no, forcing kids to, that's a sign of respect, is like showing affection, right? In some families. I think they shouldn't push a kid to do that. If a kid feels like they don't want to do that, it should be another way they can greet that person. Just teaching them that they own their body. Because I think a lot of times when kids are younger, we're younger, the adults always tell us what to do and how to act. We don't have no ownership of our body in that sense. And I think a lot of that stems and leads into other terrible things. But that's just one of my viewpoints. Because I go back and think about it, like, yeah, like, they do be telling people, oh, you better go hug Cousin Jack. Like, I don't want to hug Cousin Jack. Not because he did anything to me. I don't want to be hugged right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Not necessarily Cousin Jack's creepy.
Right. It's just I just don't want to be touched right now. Because
and that's not everybody's personality to be affectionate.
Exactly.
And so on and so forth. And we kind of force this affection and way of showing respect onto folks, but
Right.
everybody doesn't.
Exactly. And I think you should teach a child, like, you have ownership of your body. If you don't want to be touched right now, that's okay. You can greet people, or you can engage with people in a whole nother way. Like, sometimes I don't want to be touched by anybody. Hey, from afar, hi,
So you be giving church hugs.
love you. Not even hot, child. Don't touch me. I just don't want to be touched today.
So, hey girl.
Yeah, you know, and I think teaching them as they're young, you have ownership of your body. You make the decisions of what you want your body to do. That helps develop that sense of, body autonomy later on. And I think we got to start doing that, being more aware of just the things that we put in our kids. And not, we don't think about later on being, sexually abused or anything, but just instilling that ownership of themselves early on. I think that's really important.
Self-confidence.
Yeah.
Self-identity. Self-awareness.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are all things that's key.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
We got to talk about it, I think.
It should be talked about. But first, it also starts with, like, education. Again, like, you have to be able to identify your body.
And not like
Properly.
no PP and TT and all of that.
TT.
I don't know the TT. I just made that one up.
TT. Yeah.
But yeah, like
Yeah,
giving
hoo-ha
them
or whatever it's
the
on.
real names for
It's
it.
a penis.
Yeah.
It's a vagina.
And nobody can touch that but you.
Yeah. Yeah. When you're having that conversation, by the time you're having that conversation, yes, it
But
should only
even
be
just
you.
using the bathroom, like, it should just be you touching that. Nobody else. And if somebody does, you better tell me. And I will tell somebody else, or I will do something.
Tell me, I'll fix it.
But yeah, I think we do. We need to talk about that. Because it happens way too much in our community.
It's not so much even just within the household, but it's like society too. Like in a whole, like they like, again, like we punish and we shun the victim. I got it. There are people out here who are false accusing, and that does happen. But our initial reaction shouldn't be, well, what did you do?
Exactly.
Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just, that shouldn't be, a real heart-to-heart moment with you guys, because I'm just that open and real out here. You know, I was a victim of, a cousin tried to touch me wrong. You know, I was comfortable enough with my family that I could say something. My family handled it appropriately. We had our own legal system.
But that's good that you did speak up.
I mean,
Because if you didn't, you just think what could have happened.
yeah,
You know?
yeah, definitely. And I thank my family for being the way that they were with me through that. You know,
And not a lot of families get that though. Like,
No.
I know some families where something happens and it's just pushed under the rug, and then it doesn't come out to the family years later, until years later, or something crazy happened to that person, and they just like spazzed out on everybody, and they go, oh, that was probably because such and such did such and such 20 years ago. Well, where were y'all at 20 years ago when it happened?
I got a question. So, like, do you think that we've kind of brought this on ourselves?
What you mean?
Well, up until what, maybe 50s, it didn't happen so much. But young girls were married off to older men. Like, think about it. Like, the age difference between, men and women.
Want to get married?
Yeah. Like,
I don't know.
I mean, you put a child with a grown man. And even if that child's 18 and that man's...
He's still much older
He's
than
still
the girl.
much older than that girl. Like,
it could, but what caused the act though now? Like, okay, it was an approved thing then, right? To marry off a younger girl, but now it's like an act where it's
I feel
not
like that stuff
consent.
is in your DNA.
You think it carries on?
Do you not repeat what you've seen? Most people repeat what they've seen. Like, our day-to-day is learned behavior. Whether we go with what we saw or we go the opposite way of what we saw, it's still our life and our experiences is based off of what we see. I was talking to a good friend of mine recently, and she had made the comment, do parents apologize to their kids for the things that they've done? And let's be real, more often than not, they don't.
They don't.
But you learn how to parent, or you're going to learn how to parent based upon what you've experienced. You know what I mean? So, like, and at the same time, you can't hold your parents too much accountable for what they did, because they, again, repeating what they saw.
They had.
Like my dad, born 1930. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My mom born in 1948. My dad was raised by his uncle. My mom was raised by her adopted father. Her adopted mother died while she was young, so she never knew what it was to be a mom. You know what I mean?
So happened
my
to learn it
dad
herself.
never really knew what a father did or what he was. He made it best as he
That
could.
probably-
My mom made it the best that they could.
Yeah, that
From
probably does have an impact on it. I also know that, those that have been abused later on too. So it's that trend, right?
Definitely.
Yeah, I agree.
Either you're over aggressive or you're extremely timid. There's normally not a happy medium in between.
Or trying to prove yourself by doing it. So, like, another thing that I think about a lot is back to the family and raising a child. I'm a firm believer that misogyny starts, the first victim of misogyny is a young boy. Because as you raise a boy, in our society now, you raise a boy not to cry. Don't cry like a girl. Don't do this. Oh, you can't play with Barbies, or you can't do this. It's already kind of making him identify his gender or something a certain way, or behave in a certain way that is kind of like more superheroish than a woman, right? More stronger than a woman. A woman cries, it's okay. A man cries, oh, you a wimp. Why? Why is that set upon us in our culture, where a man has to be the strong and individual and a woman can be weaker? You know what I mean? So I think raising a son and a young boy up that way only kind of grooms them to feel like they are more superior than a woman.
You think that people are still doing that?
Oh yeah, I've seen it. I'm a teacher.
Sound like her. You sound like a dude from TMZ. I'm a lawyer. I'm a teacher. I've seen it. Okay.
But no, I've seen it, and that goes back to their parents being raised that a man can't behave in that way. That's not man-like.
Is that a culture thing?
I think so. Yeah.
When I say culture, like, I mean, like, have you seen it in all cultures, or you only seen it in specific? Like,
I see it in specific cultures.
that was a tough one. It was about to get
I was
you.
about to say
You about to say
Pacific.
Pacific. I knew you was about to say
Well,
ocean.
because it said seen and specific was two S's. It was tripping me
I
out.
got you up out of here.
Yeah, but no,
listen
in
to that?
certain cultures.
Loosen your tongue a little bit.
No thanks.
Okay. Go for me. Cheers.
But yeah, so I think it is a cultural norm that kind of needs to be broken. And I'm not saying personally allowing your son to do certain.
I think my thought process. just mine. Don't shoot me. It's gender roles.
But who created the gender role?
Uh,
Like, where did that come from?
Again, it's just passed down. Like, again, like, you know what I mean? Little boys play with sports toys. You really,
But like
my dad didn't like me even playing with action figures.
because they were dolls.
Little dolls. They were little dolls. You play with that. Put that down.
So yeah, like that, and like that's
But then he like loosened up. So then like, I'm an 80s baby. So when we first started playing with them, they were like this big
big
old
joint.
action figure, right? That's a doll, baby. You ain't playing with
so
that.
big.
then when they started making like the smaller ones, he loosened up.
He was like, that's kind of
Yeah,
acceptable.
it's all right, a little acceptable.
But
At least you
yeah.
can put it in your pocket.
But you see, like they set that for a boy to follow, and it's like,
But again, that comes
he's a
from where
wimp if he's
from.
playing right, and that is a touchy subject, I know, but I think some of it kind of creates this reality of the young boy, what he has to live up to and what he has to do as a man.
Do you think that this is what impact our dating in society now? You know, where to me personally, it kind of feels like women all of a sudden don't need a man.
It could be like the turning around of the culture, where we're just like sick of this ish. I'm doing it for myself, but no, I think because millennials are
You okay? You hit the table was kind of aggressive.
millennials think differently, and you know we think differently. So I think now that they're saying, okay, this was the norm for so long, let's flip it. Not flip it,
I'm a
but
millennial.
let's rise up.
I'm a millennial, but I don't feel like it.
You don't feel like you're a millennial?
By date time frame,
Yeah, you're a millennial.
I'm a millennial. But my thoughts, my beliefs, my practices are like baby boomer,
Old school.
old school.
No, I'm not saying like throw away all the gender roles. I'm not saying that. Like I'm a believer that the man is the head of the household. Like he should be the provider.
So you split the bills?
Yeah, I'll split. But
Is he less of a man if you
no,
split?
no.
Because you know, social media said if she paying half the rent or half the bills there, then
No, I don't believe that. I believe in helping my mate.
because it's a
But-
teamwork, right?
Yeah.
So shut up.
Where was that on social media?
It's been all over the place.
Oh, I haven't
It's
seen
been out
it.
there.
No, I don't know. Because if
It's the
I'm
stupidest thing
if I'm
people
putting
say.
my man on that high pedestal and he can't do it, we both gonna fail. So no, why would I do that?
Remember I said this a long time ago though, that like we're the generation of the microwave where okay, well it's not working, so I'm gone. And instead of just coming together
Wait,
to make
yeah,
it work.
no.
You know. But you know, it's easy to jump off the boat than to stay in there and fix that hole.
Yeah.
Especially while you're in the water. But yeah, I do feel like we gotta fix it all starting in the home and with identifying yourself. It's okay to cry. It's actually therapeutic to drop a
It feels
tear.
good to cry, man.
Okay.
Men gotta feel this. It feels great.
Feel what?
That release when you cry. It feels really good. A good shower cry, oh, that's the best.
You sound like in a movie.
Just get it all out. You don't even gotta be sad, just get it out.
I wanna go outside
In the rain.
in the rain.
Yeah, but no, yeah, I think it starts in the home and allowing that to be an open, safe space where you can talk and know that something will be done, not just pushed under the rug. And training your kids up to, you know, respect your body, name your body parts appropriately.
Appropriately. You ain't got no choo-choo. It's a penis.
Choo choo. And then also teaching them about consent, yes and no. And it could just start simply by like consent to play with toys. Like it doesn't have to start off sexually or touch my body, yes or no. Teaching them that you have to say yes or no to do certain things and accept that.
Listen, my kids gonna have permission slips to do anything and everything.
That's a lot
At
of
all
paper.
things. Listen, I don't care. I ain't no tree hugger.
You're gonna
anyway.
get sick of it. You're gonna be like, bump all of this.
Listen,
We're
save
not
you
doing
a ton
it.
of money in legal fees.
Yeah. So I think we should make a better effort as a community to kind of tackle this.
This goes back to what I said before about the the pebble, starting at home, and let
Water.
those ripples trickle out. And as you let these ripples trickle out, it'll hopefully continue to affect the world. You stand a better chance of changing your own community and your own household before you can impact the world.
Yep.
You got more
The
access to
revolution
home.
starts in your home first.
And it
I
will be
believe that.
televised. And it's on iTunes. Y'all check us out.
Oh yeah, the podcast is on iTunes.
You know what I'm saying? You can catch me on iTunes, cuz. Mama, I made it. Mama! I feel like the Migos at this thing. Mama!
Yeah, so we would like to hear your thoughts about the Me Too movement and the sexual violence in the Black community and what you guys think on how we should tackle it as a community. If you want to share some experiences or strategies, that would be awesome. This is a more serious topic this
Yeah, a
week.
lot of issues in the day.
But I think it's good that we have a platform where we can talk about it, because that's the next step in moving forward and making our community great. Not again, but making it great. Yeah?
I concur.
If you have not subscribed,
Subscribe.
subscribe, and then right now, go to iTunes,
Subscribe again.
type in 15 Good Minutes. You'll see our logo. You'll see it.
Review.
Subscribe to that. And review, like, comment, do all of that. Share it with your friends.
And you know, and for those that have been commenting, we have been seeing your comments. We've been trying to get back to them. There's a lot of y'all that are coming. But we're
The
getting to
Instagram comments are the funniest. When they give us the exact time where they were cracking up, and we gotta actually go back to the time on the
them.
video.
I done got a couple messages of those.
I was like, why would they capture that time right there?
Yeah, my bad. I still. I guess I was told I spilled
Yeah,
some tea.
you spilled
no
all the
tea
tea.
spilled. I'm sorry. Just gonna drink this.
Yeah, so we want to hear from y'all, and I guess see you next week. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. See you later.
Bye.